Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the Mega Man vs. Blockman set from Mega Man 11 from Jakks Pacific. This just looks really neat. I walked into GameStop today and I randomly found this and I was pretty excited about it. I love tiny Mega Man little figurines, especially when it comes to Robot Masters, and then of course powered forms based on Robot Masters. Very, very cool. This was $14.99 at GameStop, but it is a 3-pack of tiny figures, so I felt like that's not too bad. Taking a look at the back of the packaging, just shows the 3 figures. Doesn't tease any other figures, which is kind of a bummer. I'm hoping that they'll make more of these. I would probably buy one for each of the... See, the only thing is you're going to get a Mega Man every time. Maybe they could give you like a Rush Mega Man or something. Because I want to collect all the Robot Masters, and I would love to get all the forms based on the Robot Masters. But I don't need a regular Mega Man every time, so we'll have to wait and see how that works out. Again, I don't know if there are any more of these or if this is the only one that exists. I would assume there's probably a couple others, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let's go ahead and get these guys out of the packaging so we can take a closer look. Alright, so here they are out of the packaging. I'm going to start over here on the right with Blockman. I think he looks great. I think they did a really nice job with him. He's got a little bit of heft to him, a little bit of bulk there in the torso. Head can turn from side to side. He has got a kind of limited up and down in the arm, but it can move all the way around. But there's nothing in the arms or wrist, and it doesn't look like there's anything in the legs. But really nice paint applications. I think all the yellow is nicely applied, and it goes all the way around, so they don't skimp out on the paint anywhere. I like this little guy. He's quite cool. Next up, we'll take a look at the normal Mega Man. His head is on a ball joint, so that can move all the way around. And then the arms are on a swivel, so they can move all the way around. They just have the one shoulder joint, nothing in the wrists. And then the legs can kind of kick 90 degrees forward. So not the most articulation, but I mean, basic 5 points. I can't really complain. And again, I think they did a pretty nice job with the paint applications and the detail. And then when we come to the block-powered Mega Man, again, I think they did a great job. I love the detail in the Blockman arm. And that is one cool thing about all of the forms in Mega Man 11. He has like one special arm for every single form. So this is definitely a line they could continue. And they would all have really neat special arms as opposed to just repainting the Mega Man form. Which is alright, that's how they did it back in the day, and I get that. But these have a little bit more character to them, which I really like. So this one can kind of... I think it's supposed to have a ball joint, but mine's not moving that much forward and back, but it can spin side to side perfectly fine. And then the arms and the legs are the same as the normal Mega Man as far as articulation goes. But again, really nice paint applications. I think they did a great job there. Like that quite a bit. And of course you have this backdrop here, so if you want to... here, let's have Mega Man fighting Blockman. So it's kind of like to simulate the level. I think this is what his stage looks like. It's been a while since I've played 11, so... But it looks cool. You can kind of set up a little diorama. So I think that's pretty cool. Very similar to the little dioramas that came with the 8-bit Mega Man toys from Jakks Pacific. I have to say, man, Jakks Pacific is really crushing it. I'm really happy with what they're doing with the license. Also at GameStop, I saw the Mega Man Funko figures. And they did not really look that great, to be honest. A lot of paint smudges. And they had more articulation, obviously, but they were bigger. They were probably about this size figures. So definitely taller. They were not even quite in line with like World of Nintendo figures. They were a little bit taller than that. And it was just like the Wily was decent. And then it was just a Mega Man and then 2 other versions of Mega Man like repainted for other forms. But that's why I think the 11 forms are so much cooler. Because they have that special detailing in the arm and even a little bit in the crest, which I think is really cool. So I really like these figures. I don't know what they would do as far as, you know, getting a version of Mega Man if these would continue. I would continue to buy these because I'm actually really impressed with this. Now, $15 does seem a little bit high, but it is 3 figures, so it's kind of $5 a figure if you think about it like that. Oh, and I wanted to do a little size comparison with like a 66 action figure. They're not bad. Honestly, they're about the same height. Obviously, the heads on the 66 action are a little bigger. but I would say they're pretty close. So if you have villains or other 66 action figures, you could definitely kind of count them as the same line. I mean, obviously these have more articulation, but I mean, they're kind of compatible. They would be in scale if you wanted to kind of flush out your display by mixing these two lines together. I think that would totally work. So I think that's really cool. I love figures this size. You know, Imaginext Play School figures are kind of in the same scale, so that's a lot of fun too. But yeah, I think this is fun. I mean, like I said, 15 seems a little bit much. But if you think about the fact that like the two pixelated characters are 10 for 2, so then this is 5 for 3, or 15 for 3 rather, so they're still at the $5 a piece, which if you think about like the smaller World of Nintendo figures, they're usually somewhere in the area of like $3.50 to $5 depending on where you find them, and they're about this size, and they have really nice paint applications. And yeah, I think it's worth it. I would continue to buy these if I found more. The little diorama is fun. You know, it's a little bonus, not necessarily a selling point, but I think it's fun that they include it. I definitely like these quite a bit. I'm a big fan of Mega Man, and we had toys way back in the 90s when they had that cartoon show that were fairly decent. They were just kind of little PVC figures that didn't have any articulation, and this is kind of an extension of that, but you have a couple basic points of articulation, and they're a little bit taller. So it's kind of nice. I mean, honestly, I'd have to go back and find my PVC figures. They might even be somewhat in scale with these, which is kind of cool. I like little figurines because it allows you to buy a ton of them and have like a really nice display. So I think it's cool. I hope there are more of these out in the wild. I'll have to look for them because I need to get a couple more of these. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, thank you so much for watching.